Is that anything that we can do to better move people around the city, not necessarily worry about how many cars can we get around how quickly, but how many people can we move. So there's a transport discussion, but there's also a quality of life and recruitment discussion. Mayor Ireton created a direct link between Salisbury University and downtown with the Orange Route bike lane, and this is up and down Camden Avenue, and the linkage there was so critical, we felt, because that symbolic connection between the heart of the city and the university. The next step was to start to plan out other routes. So we created the Red Route, which is Riverside Drive, which also coincidentally connects basically the university and downtown. And we've got a few other tentative planned routes. However, we started really mapping these routes out and then going after state funding for the design of the routes and state funding for the execution. So we've got a green route on Fitzwater, we've got a red route, a blue route, an orange route, all planned and funded from the state of Maryland. People who don't even own a bike want to live in a bike-friendly community. And how about that? If that doesn't tell you the whole story, I mean, that people are choosing to live, in proximity to bike infrastructure even when they're not even planning on using it, or their commute doesn't allow them to use it. They still want to be in close proximity. So what we're currently doing right now, which is we're writing our bicycle master plan. In the midst of that, we became aware of the fact that this bicycle-friendly designation existed out there. And, I don't think it felt like anyone's screaming priority. However, we started to add up the points and say, oh, we might already be at silver level. Or with 3 or 4 things, if we execute this, we can be at silver level. And once we're at silver level, then what do we have to do to get to gold? And what do we have to do to get to platinum? And so we can work our way up and we have a ladder that's already designed for us, and we can start stepping up the rungs once we get that first step done. And so we were close enough that we said, let's go ahead and execute and let's apply. But the investments made were investments that we would make regardless. Right? There were things that we saw the intrinsic value in, a bike lane here, a bike lane there, a bicycle master plan, which would help us know where to put bike lanes next, a bike share program that we're working on now. All of those things had individual value and collective value. The bicycle-friendly city designation was almost a pre-written brand that we just thought, okay, great, but it also gives us that ladder to say, then we have something to aspire to. All of these things help with funding. I think any designation, we're also becoming a Maryland certified sustainable community. I think Chestertown is a sustainable community. I think all of these things help with access to funding, because you can say to a funder, if you don't believe me, check with the certification authority. If you don't believe me, the state of Maryland says we're sustainable. The American Bicyclists say we are bicycle friendly. So I think it absolutely helps. You can spend tremendous money expanding your road network, or investing in parking lots, and I'm telling you, the money it costs to put in bike lanes instead, especially the fact is that it's not only more affordable, but it's also quick. You can do it quickly. And I think that sends a message that people can have faith that government is acknowledging that a change is needed and acknowledging that we want to put your money to work. If we're going to collect taxes, let us be efficient and effective with them. And I think we've got a responsibility to do that for people.